Welcome to the West Linn Food Pantry. My name is Phil Reese. I'm the chairman of the board. I've been here 15 years. Joining us shortly is Deb Myers. She was here from the beginning of time. She's been here 24 years. Uh, we've been in this current location at the church since 2007. I'm going to read a couple of things. We have a mission statement that I'm going to read and then a follow-up letter to that. The mission of the West Linn Food Pantry is to provide weekly and monthly emergency food assistance to local families in need through community donations and volunteers. The organization aims to provide quality food items to households experiencing food insecurities within the communities of West Linn and Lake Oswego. They also operate the Home Plate program, which provides nutritious weekend food supplies for students facing food insecurities at local schools. I'm going to follow our mission statement up with a letter that we received from a lady that came, one of our clients. It says, I'm embarrassed to post this, but I need to. Thursday, we went to the West Linn Food Pantry to receive a box of food for Christmas. I've never done that before. I've always been on the giving end and not the receiving end. But now we're retired, and the last few months of the budget has been very strange. The last few weeks I've meant to go to the pantry to get food, but always chickened out, too embarrassed. This time I made it. It was a wonderful experience, even though they were very, very busy, very well organized and quick, and not many words were exchanged. When we left, I felt care, compassion, love, hope, and I cried all the way home. We received a lot more than food. I'm adding, this is a perfect example of mission accomplished, one family at a time.
Hi, my name is Debbie Myers. I'm on the board of directors of the West Linn Food Pantry. I have been with the pantry for 23, 24 years. I started right when we opened, which the pantry began with two local women who saw the need in our community and decided to do something about it. And so they started putting Christmas boxes together to deliver to people in need in our community. And they put an ad in the tidings saying they needed help. They needed people to deliver the food to local residents. And so I grabbed my two children and threw them in the Suburban, and we went and delivered food and toys all around the city. And it was a great experience for all of us. And I kept coming back. And we became a food pantry here in this church in 2007. And ever since, I've continued to volunteer here. It's a very important and humbling experience. And the food pantry just basically, we are here every Thursday to serve the community. Anybody that needs food help, we want them to come and see us. We're also very well supported by the community. We appreciate the community stepping up and bringing in food donations every week, sending in money so that we can buy fresh items. And we try to get the information out to the community that we're here so that people that need our help can come and get the help that we can provide. We're open every Thursday from 3 to 6.
Thursday for me is waking up and delivering the home plate bags to the elementary schools. That's been prepared the day before on Wednesday. I load them up so I go to the various schools, and you never know exactly how many bags they're really going to need. They may call me and say, hey, Phil, I need two more this week, or gee, a family moved out, or whatever, whatever. But that's the way my day starts. Then I get to the pantry and start working.
During the week, I am shopping for fresh food. So I'm buying dairy and meat, and I buy as much as I think we're going to need for the week. And then on Wednesday, when we get a lot of donations from grocery stores, I come by the pantry to see what came in and if I need to supplement more. So often on Thursday morning, I'm running to one of the grocery stores to pick up, 5 more half gallons of milk, and maybe some more eggs, some more cheese, maybe some more yogurt. Because if it looks like we didn't get enough donations in, then we'll use cash donations to buy more. And so I'll buy that and bring it here. And then we're here opening up the pantry. We're putting all of our produce bags together. Every family gets fresh vegetables and fruit. And we date check and sort all the donations that come in during the time that we're open. And then we prepare to be open. We open our doors and welcome the people that are standing in line waiting for food. We get them all signed up. They get to choose the food that they want. Some food pantries, you just are given a pre-made box. We think it's very important that you get a box of the foods that you will eat. And so we have them fill out an order form, and then we fill that order for them. And while we're filling it, we have tables set up outside with just miscellaneous food that's come in from local grocery stores, and they can shop that area, and they take it to their car and wait for us to bring their order out to their car. And then at the end of the day, we clean up and the whole process starts again, starting with the shopping throughout the week. We're buying bulk, we shop sales, we are very good stewards with the cash that's donated. We're going around to so many different stores and buying the sales. And we've got multiple accounts. Like I'll have an account at Fred Meyer, and so does my husband. And so when it says you can only get a limit of 5 on something, I buy 5 on my account, 5 on his account, so that we get the best possible deal that we can. And we've got multiple shoppers that do the same. So,
And anything that Deb doesn't get through her stores, I do the other buying up primarily at Winco, Oregon City up at Winco, for things that are in the back room, not refrigerated items, but other items. And like this week, I got cases of ketchup and cases of mustard, tuna helper, and those types of things to fill in the back room. So it everybody, if they request something, we probably will have it. Well, we have a dream team downstairs that you'll see when you go down, and it's a very loyal group of volunteers. You really They really don't need much direction. When they come walk through the door, they know they're either going to be sorting produce, or they're going to be in the back date checking, or they're going to be filling boxes, or whatever. But it's a loyal group, and they're here pretty much every Thursday. There's always exceptions, but we're very fortunate. We have several people downstairs, probably about now, with the kindergartners, and so that's always interesting, because I don't know how many kids are in each class, but they'll all be talking and screaming at the same time. So it's one of those kinds of days.
we have
Uh,
about 20 core volunteers that come every Thursday, and we can pretty much rely that they're going to be there. And so when the community reaches out saying they want to volunteer, we may not need anybody that week, but we keep a list. And so we're trying to rotate people in, 1 or 2 new volunteers every week, because we love our pantry. We're proud of it. We're proud of what we do. And so we want the community to see what we do. And so we're trying to get more community members in. The problem is people come in and volunteer, and they enjoy themselves, and they want to keep coming. And so it's a good problem to have.
Very interesting. There's a lot of kids that come in, and of course they'll come with a counselor, and they'll explain what's happening at the pantry, food insecurities, and probably 90% of the kids that come in don't have insecurities, but they can see what we're doing, date checking, sorting, for the boxes and whatever. It's really important. And some of those kids then come back with their parents and actually work at the pantry. We really encourage that. We have a lot of high school type that come, and we have the LDS church elders come and help us out. And so it's really important for the kids to come in, really important.
I'd like to touch upon that too. We just had a couple of days ago, I met a father and his 2 kids, and then a mother and her 1 child. And I had them do a special project where all the Halloween candy that we've asked the community to donate to us, their leftover Halloween candy, we wanted those bagged up into smaller bags to go in our holiday food boxes. So the 3 kids, oh boy, of course their eyes lit up when they got there and saw all this candy. So they bagged close to 350 pounds of candy into, I think we end up with over 150 bags that are going to go into each of the holiday food boxes. And the father asked me, can the kids come back on holiday food box day, because he wants them to see the process. And that's what we're talking about. We love it when the kids come with their class, but then can come back later and see how it actually works. Because usually when they come with their class, we aren't actually working. Sometimes they come on days on a non-Thursday and we're not open, so they don't get to see the pantry set up. But today's children get to see what we're actually doing on a Thursday. So to have the kids from their class come, but then be able to come later and see us actually in action and more fully understand what we do is important.
I want to talk about misconceptions, because I bet there's tons of people who are like, I don't qualify for this, I haven't applied. So what are some common misconceptions that you would like to address right now?
So we get people asking us whether we prefer cash donations or food donations. The answer is yes, both, truly, because we do take the cash donations and we are good stewards with that. We spend very wisely. We are thrifty shoppers. And it works well for us to be able to buy the fresh things, the milk, the meat, the things that it's hard for people to go and purchase and bring to us because we don't know that it's been kept refrigerated at the right temperature. So we prefer to actually buy that. But on the other hand, also, we love the canned goods coming in because we have to go buy it. And so the community helping with that shopping is awesome. We totally appreciate that. So yes, both, either. We'll use it all. It will go out to feed the people. I don't know if everybody knows, we are a 100% volunteer organization. Not a single person gets paid. So people should know that their donation goes to feeding people. We have limited expenses outside of food. We do have to pay for like the pantry cell phone, and we have to buy the bags that we put the food in. We have to buy plastic bags to put produce in, but otherwise it's all used for food. And so then we also love to get dozen size egg cartons because we do buy our eggs in bulk and then we repackage them into the dozen size. And then we also take plastic bags and paper bags. And if you have Amazon boxes, nice size boxes that we can deliver food to people's cars, and we take those too. We do have volunteers that go to the local liquor stores and pick up boxes, because those are the perfect size, the ones that hold like 12 bottles. So those are the size boxes we're looking for. So if anybody has those and they want to bring those by, we would be happy to use those as well.
It's kind of like that letter I read, to when I started out, that the couple that were givers wanted to come, but they just were embarrassed. And it took them several weeks to finally come back. And when they did, it was just, you know, they weren't, we don't embarrass anybody. We don't ask personal questions. We do ask that they prove that they live in the area. Even that being said, I think 2 weeks ago, we gave out 10 emergency boxes. So people come from maybe Oregon City or Gladstone, or we don't turn anybody away. We have emergency boxes made up, so they're going to go home with something enough to keep them going for a little bit. So
there's also the misconception that why does anybody in West Linn need food? We live in an affluent community, and so why do we even need a food pantry? And the short answer is you never know what anybody's going through. They could live in a beautiful mansion, but have medical issues, lost jobs. We just don't know. And we don't care. If you need food, we want you to come. Or if you need help, let us give you food, but then now you've got the money to spend on your medications or whatever you need. So we've had people that have called and said, can I come and pick up food from my neighbor? My neighbor's too embarrassed to come. And I tell them, please have your neighbor come. Bring them so that they're comfortable having somebody, but they will come and they will realize we are very nice people here. And they come and they're like, wow, I was so embarrassed to come, but I feel so much better, having come. You guys are awesome. And so we think we are awesome. We have a great pantry and we're very giving. And if you come, we will give you food. So please come if you need food.
We could talk about holiday boxes a little bit. Go ahead and do it.
So every year, the food pantry gives out annual holiday food boxes, middle of December. So we try to put together a somewhat traditional Christmas meal. So everybody gets a turkey. We've got already made mashed potatoes, already made stuffing, already made gravy, bag of rolls. We get all of those donated from the Sunshine Division. And then we complete the box by putting in canned goods that have been donated that we've had to purchase. So we'll put in green beans and corn and cranberry sauce and maybe some cans of pumpkin. We want them to have a full holiday meal for the whole day. So we'll put in pancake mix and syrup and eggs. And then we'll put in some soup so they have something for lunch. So they've got food for their family for the whole day. And so that's coming up December 18th this year. And we are working on putting those boxes together. We've applied to the Sunshine Division and they have approved us. So we will get food from them. And so now we're just placing our orders for the additional things that we put in. Oh, I guess we put cake mix in there. So we're going to be purchasing cake mix and Jello, and we put fresh produce in there. They'll get apples and oranges and celery, onions, potatoes. So that's an exciting time for us. We'll serve about 120 to 130